Good morning. In the last lecture, we completed one-dimensional box wave function. The wave function we obtained in the last article for the particle moving inside a one-dimensional box, restricted between x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L. We called these wave functions as energy eigenfunctions. These wave functions as energy eigenfunctions. Let us consider the same thing, one-dimensional box, restricted for the width x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L. One particle is trapped inside this one-dimensional box. It is set into motion along the x-axis only, from x0 x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L, and back from x is equal to L to x is equal to 0. This motion of the particle inside the one-dimensional box will be continued. Here we have one wall, here we have one wall. We may call this as potential wall. This is potential wall, this is potential wall. These potential walls are infinitely hard. So, potential energy of the particle outside the wall will be V is equal to infinity. Potential energy of the particle outside the wall will be V is equal to infinite. And potential energy of the particle inside the wall is V is equal to 0. When the particle moves back and forth in the one-dimensional box from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L, it gets collide with this wall and with this wall. The walls are infinitely hard, and therefore there is no loss in the kinetic energy of the particle when it collides with either of the walls, and therefore its total energy remains a constant. We are interested in finding momentum of this particle. Actually, we are interested in finding the expectation value of the momentum of this particle. To find expectation value of momentum of this particle, we need momentum operator. We already studied the energy operator, kinetic energy operator, total energy operator, momentum operator. Here we are going to use momentum operator. We know the wave function associated with the particle in motion in this one-dimensional box. We found its normalized value in the last article, and the equation we found for this is psi n is equal to square root of 2 divided by L sine of n pi by L into x, equation number 1. The normalized wave function associated with the particle in motion in the one-dimensional box is this one. Psi n is equal to square root of 2 by L sine of n pi by L into x, equation number 1. We know that the wave function is not real, it is complex. If this is psi n, its complex conjugate will be psi n star. There is no I term on RHS, and therefore the RHS will be same. the function psi n and its complex conjugate for the particle performing motion in the one-dimensional box of width capital L. Let me find d psi n by dx. To find d psi n by dx, differentiate equation 1 with respect to x, and this differentiation will give us square root of 2 by L cos n pi by L into x into differentiation of this angle, that will be n pi by L. So d psi n by dx will be square root of 2 divided by L n pi by L cos n pi by L into x, equation number 3. Now let us find the expectation value of the momentum for this particle. The equation will be p bar is equal to integration from 0 to L psi star momentum operator in boldface letter into psi dx. This is for the integration within the limits 0 to L psi star. This momentum operator P is h cross divided by I into dy dx into psi into dx. This is for the p bar is equal to h cross by I taken outside within the integration psi star into d psi by dx into dx, equation number 4. I consider this as psi n and psi n star, so let me put n here. Now value of psi n star is given by equation 2. Here value of d psi n by dx can be given from equation 3. So let us substitute values of psi n star and d psi n by dx from equations 2 and 3 into equation 4 to get p bar is equal to h cross divided by I integration in the limit 0 to L square root of 2 by L sin n pi by L into x into root 2 by L n pi by L cos n pi by L into x dx. This is value of psi n star. This is value of d psi n by dx into dx. This is further. P bar is equal to, let us have this outside, this outside, this outside. So P bar will be equal to h cross divided by I equation number 5. P bar is equal to h cross by I 2 times square root of 2 by L n pi by L integration within the limits 0 to L sin n pi by L into x into cos n pi by L into x into dx. To solve integration of this type, we shall use this formula. To solve integration in equation 5, what we shall use formula in equation 6. What is value of A here? Value of A here is n pi divided by L. Let us use this here so that P bar will be equal to h cross divided by I 2 divided by L n pi by L into 1 by 2a. A is this, 2a will be 1 by 2a will be L divided by 2 n pi, L divided by 2 n pi. And integration 0 to L sin square n pi by L into x dx. This L get cancelled with this L, this 2n pi get cancelled with this 2n pi, and what we have, P bar is equal to h cross divided by IL into cos n pi by L x 0 to L. Sorry, sin square is here and you have to put this as it is here. This is equal to P bar is equal to h cross divided by IL into sin square n pi by L into x, limits 0 to L. Whatever may be value of x, n pi L. For n pi, value of sin is 0. If you put lower limit 0, sin 0 is 0. So for both these values, this is coming 0, and therefore we got P bar is equal to 0. It means that expectation value of momentum of a particle restricted to perform motion in one-dimensional box is coming 0. This is the strange. Why this is strange? The particle is not stationary. Once it is set into motion, it is not losing its kinetic energy. It is continuously moving back and forth from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L. Kinetic energy not 0. If kinetic energy is not 0, how one can have momentum 0, because the formula of kinetic energy in terms of momentum is this. E is equal to P square divided by 2m. Relation between kinetic energy and momentum is this. E is equal to P square divided by 2m. E is not 0. M, mass of the particle, it is not 0, 2 constant. From this we may have P square is equal to 2me, or P is equal to square root of 2me. And according to equation 9, 2 is constant, it is numeral. M, it has finite value. E, it is not 0. If these three are not 0, how this P could be 0? This P should not be 0, and therefore the result we got in equation 7 is strange. Actually, it seems to be strange because of equations 8 and 9. P is equal to plus or minus square root of 2me. As soon as we go to equation 9, plus or minus in equation 9 reminds us something. Energy is scalar physical quantity. Momentum, it is not scalar physical quantity, it is vector physical quantity. So when the particle is moving from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L, its momentum may be plus square root of 2me. When the particle moves in the back direction from x is equal to L to x is equal to 0, its momentum will be minus square root of 2me. What is P bar? It is P average. And what is this P average? P average, that is P bar, expectation value. Momentum when the particle is moving from left to right in the one-dimensional box, minus of this momentum of the particle when it is moving from right to left in the one-dimensional box. These two momenta are equal and opposite to each other, and therefore when we take average of these two momenta, when we take expectation value of this momentum, it should come 0, because these two momenta are identical and opposite to each other, and therefore P bar, expectation value of the momentum, has come 0. This result is not strange. This result is coming because of this. As the particle trapped in the one-dimensional box is moving back and forth continuously between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L, its momentum is continuously changing its direction. Plus square root of 2me to minus square root of 2me, minus square root of 2me to plus square root of 2me. This back and forth motion continuously changes sign of the momentum, and therefore average value of the momentum should be 0, and therefore this is the correct answer. It means that for single kinetic energy there are two values of momentum, one plus momentum other minus momentum. Plus momentum when the particle is moving from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L. Minus momentum when the same particle is moving from x is equal to L to x is equal to 0. And therefore, the result we got in equation 7 is correct. Now, let us verify this momentum using the eigenvalue equation. Let us verify this momentum using the eigenvalue equation, because we want to find the momentum at the same time we want to find the eigenfunction corresponding to the momentum, and therefore we have to write the eigen equation for momentum of this particle restricted in one dimensional box. And how to take this? Eigen equation for this momentum should be the momentum operator into psi n is equal to Pn psi n, equation 11. It means that when you operate momentum operator on this wave function, this will be the eigenvalue of the momentum, proper value of the momentum. This Pn value should be a real and finite value, and this psi n should be same as this psi n. This psi n will be same as this psi n. Then only I can call this Pn as momentum eigenvalue, and I can call this psi n as momentum eigenfunction. In equation 1 in this article we wrote psi n, that psi n is energy eigenfunction, just similar to energy eigenfunction corresponding to momentum value, corresponding to eigenvalue of momentum, we should have the eigen wave function. Just similar to energy eigenfunction, there should be momentum eigenfunction. So let us put the value of psi n from equation 1 into this one. This is the operator which is given by h cross divided by I. Psi n is square root of 2 divided by L sin n pi by L into x. Operator is left. H cross divided by I dou by dou x of this psi n. This is equal to h cross divided by I. This is constant, square root of 2 divided by L. Differentiation of this is cos n pi by L into x, into differentiation of this angle is n pi by L, and this is what h cross divided by I into square root of 2 divided by L into n pi divided by L cos n pi by L into x, equation 12. Pn, I have to take this root to square root of 2 by L here, so it will be psi n. Is it psi n? No. What is psi n? Square root of 2 by L, or let me write in the same form. H cross divided by I n pi by L square root of 2 by L cos n pi by L into x, equation 13. This part corresponding to Pn, this part corresponding to psi n. But what is the value of psi n? See equation 1. Value of psi n is not this. Value of psi n is square root of 2 by L into sin n pi by L into x. Momentum eigenvalue, is it real? No. I is there. It is complex. It is not real. It means that this is not satisfied. This equation is not satisfied by this psi n and by this Pn. This equation of eigenvalue is not satisfied by this Pn and by this psi n. It is incorrect. But we have to find the correct momentum eigenfunction. To find the correct momentum eigenfunction, let me express the sine angle this way. Sine theta is equal to e to the power I theta minus e to the power minus I theta divided by 2i. Let me use this value for sine theta in equation 1, so that psi n plus will be equal to 1 divided by 2i square root of 2 by L into e to the power I n pi by L into x, equation number 14, and psi n minus is equal to 1 by 2i square root of 2 by L e to the power minus I n pi x divided by L, equation 15. The wave function psi n in equation 1 is complex. Okay, let me write that wave function in these two ways. This is wave function, this is also wave function. Let me call this wave function as psi n plus, and let me call this wave function as psi n minus. These two wave functions are corresponding to the momentum eigenvalue. What are the momentum eigenvalue? Square root of 2me minus square root of 3me. Corresponding to these momenta, we have these two eigenfunctions. Let us verify whether the eigenfunctions represented in equations 14 and 15 are correct eigenfunctions, because what we found here, psi n is not correct eigenfunction for the momenta of the particle in one-dimensional box. Let us verify whether the wave functions represented in equation 14 and 15 are correct eigenfunctions. For this, again I have to use this equation. The operator for momentum psi n plus is equal to Pn psi n plus. If this equation is valid for 14, then psi n plus will be the momentum eigenfunction. Let me write it here. This is h cross divided by I. Psi n plus is dou by dou x of psi n plus is 1 divided by 2i square root of 2 divided by L e to the power I n pi divided by L into x. This is equal to h cross divided by I into, these are constants, let them outside as it is, differentiation of this is e to the power I n pi by L into x into differentiation of the exponent will be I n pi by L. This is for the h cross divided by I into I n pi by L into 1 by 2i square root of 2 by L e to the power I n pi x divided by L. What is this? Come here. It is simply psi n plus 1 by 2i, 1 by 2i, square root of 2 by L, square root of 2 by L, e to the power I n pi x by L, e to the power I n pi x by L. This I get cancelled. No I in this bracket, or let me write this further as n pi h cross divided by L into psi n plus. According to equation 14, this is psi n plus, and this is what? N pi h cross divided by L. This is real, so it is corresponding to Pn. This is corresponding to psi n plus, and therefore let me write this as equation number 16. Wave function shown in equation 14 obeys the eigenvalue equation, and therefore this is momentum eigenvalue corresponding to plus square root of 2m e plus square root of 2m e is simply n pi h cross divided by L. So it is the momentum eigenvalue, and this psi n plus is momentum eigen function. Let us verify the same about the wave function psi n minus shown in equation 15. The same thing. Now let me go here only. Minus 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 do the same thing. Do the same thing. P minus psi n momentum operator is equal to Pn psi n minus operator h cross by I dou by dou x, psi n minus 1 by 2i, 1 by 2i, square root of 2 by L, square root of 2 by L, e to the power minus I n pi x by L. The same is there. Differentiate it this way, collect the terms, I get cancelled, minus is here, minus will come here. This is again according to equation 15 psi n minus, and what we have here, P psi n minus is equal to minus n pi h cross divided by L into psi n minus, and therefore psi n minus is also momentum eigen function, and this minus n pi h cross divided by L corresponding to minus of square root of 2 me is the momentum eigenvalue. It means that corresponding to single energy eigenvalue, E is equal to P square divided by 2m. Corresponding to single energy eigenvalue, we have two momentum eigenvalues. One is n pi h cross divided by L, other is minus n pi h cross divided by L. Corresponding to single energy eigenvalue, we have two momentum eigenvalues. This energy is quantized. For E1 it will be pi h cross by L minus pi h cross by L. E2 it will be 2 pi h cross by L minus 2 pi h cross by L, and so on. Just go on changing the value of n. That's all. What we find, for single energy eigenfunction, we get two single energy eigenvalue. For single energy eigenvalue, we get two momentum eigenvalues, and corresponding to these two momentum eigenvalues, we have two momentum eigenfunctions. Momentum eigenfunction psi n plus corresponding to momentum eigenvalue n pi h cross by L. Psi n minus momentum eigenfunction corresponding to the momentum eigenvalue minus n pi h cross by L. Energy is quantized. Energy of the particle trapped in a one-dimensional box is quantized. Momentum is also quantized. It means that for a particle trapped in a one-dimensional box, the energy is quantized, and corresponding to every energy in every energy level, there will be one energy eigenfunction. Corresponding to every energy eigenvalue, there will be two momentum eigenvalues. Corresponding to each energy eigenvalue, there are two momentum eigenvalues, and corresponding to each energy eigenfunction, there are two momentum eigenfunctions. Corresponding to each energy eigenfunction, there are two momentum eigenfunctions. The energy is quantized, the momentum is also quantized. So this is about momentum quantization of a particle trapped in a one-dimensional box. Everything is solved, all the equations are solved. Required theory was also told to you. I hope you got this clearly. If any questions, you may write your questions to me. Thank you.